Hi, this is Sherry. Veronica, let me read a letter I received from David Broomes. It's regarding the estate of his father, and with a lot of other people in Barbados, he is now experiencing what he doesn't feel good about it. It does not make him feel good that something that should have been settled is being prolonged, and now the attorney that he hired has pulled out and talking about a conflict of interest. But let me read what he said, okay? David Broomes, he's the only child of his father, Stafford Fitzroy Best, and he passed away. The father died December 9, 2021. He was survived by his wife, Sybil Best, who also passed away sometime in 2024. So 3 years after his father died, his wife, the father's wife, died. So David hired an attorney, Andrew Clarke, to represent him in his father's estate. From the onset, he was aware of the problems that he would encounter. He had previously sent a barrel of stuff to help fix up his own house, plus clothing and other personal items for his father. His father was still alive at that time, because he knew his father was getting older, and he had planned to go to Barbados and stay with him from December 28, 2021. As he stated, his father died before he got there, about 2 weeks before he got there, and he arrived in Barbados December 19. And he immediately went to the house to retrieve the stuff. Remember, he sent a barrel, so he went to the house to retrieve his stuff and to see what he could recover. No sooner than he entered his home, he was informed that the police, they were looking for him. And Michael Harris, this person, Michael Harris, no relation to his father, told the police that David, had entered his father's house. So he went to the police, David Broomes, he went to the police station, and the staff sergeant from the Worthing police station informed him not to get himself in trouble, okay? Because people have been doing illegal stuff like that, and it's like it's going out of style. Like, if someone dies, your house just get, they're removed. They just relieve the house of whatever is in the house. That's what they were doing. And the staff sergeant says that people were doing it, stealing DNA stuff. Stealing is part of the DNA. It's part of the blueprint of the nation. And they were doing it like it's going out of style. I know now why he's saying now that he knows why his father, he's probably talking about Michael Harris. His father wanted nothing to do with him. Michael Harris, yeah, that's what he's saying. Michael Harris was just my father's wife's nephew. His mother's name is Miriam Harris, okay? So this Michael Harris seems though his father wanted nothing to do with him. I did as my attorney requested and paid my attorney for paternity, the papers of administration, and for settling the estate. Nevertheless, he was bothered, okay, by the lack of communication between him and his attorney and his forthrightness. He called his attorney, and this happened maybe 4 months ago, because I'm kind of late in putting this particular blog out. But he called his attorney, and his attorney apologized to him and told him that he forgot all about the case, and he couldn't understand how that could have happened, okay? And the attorney told him that there was a conflict of interest and that he could no longer pursue the case and that he should find another attorney. He claims now that the house went to the wife, when he knew all along that the will specifically stated that she can only stay there while she was alive, and the house must revert back over to his children, okay, Broome's children. And there's a reason for that. It's further down, but there's a reason why excuse me, there's a reason why it went to his children instead of him. But she never had children. The father's wife never had children, and his attorney is well aware of what the will stated, and he pretends that he doesn't even know that she's dead. His attorney, Broomes' attorney, is acting all silly at this point. So his father, let me read from what he said. My father made one fundamental mistake because the son was going through a divorce. He was going through a divorce, and he didn't want his ex-wife to get any of his property, but he didn't know that the law stated that she could not, I think there's a not here, I'm almost sure that she could not benefit from inherited property. Usually, in most jurisdictions, property that is inherited by someone, if you're going through a divorce, they can't claim that, because that's not something that someone worked for. It's something that was inherited. It's a gift, so it's something outside of the marriage. So usually the ones who are getting divorced, that person cannot claim the inheritance. Usually that's the case. So I have a feeling that there's a not, because she could not benefit from inherited property. That's why he used my children on the will. He's talking about the grandfather now. His father put his children on the will because David himself was going through a divorce. But he's the only child, and it would automatically be, he will be automatically be entitled to 2/3. Okay, he and his attorney went through all of that. They went through all of that. Now he is selling me out. That's how Mr. Broomes feels. He feels as though he's being sold out, and this story needs to be told. Now he sent me a whole lot of documents. He even signed his name. He's not afraid. Okay, he's not afraid. So he sent me a lot of documents, but the documents has in some real personal things, like, but I'm just going to put up the story right now, and then I will talk to David again. Okay, I'm going to talk to him before. I'm not going to put up any of his documents. I'm just going to put up him. He sent me a photo of him and his mom. They had attended a funeral, and he sent me a photo of them. But this is a story of inheritance. Okay, it's a story of real estate. It's a story of, like something that could end up like being in the fraud area, like being, he could be defrauded. He has to be so careful operating in Barbados. You have to be very, very careful, because people who live there, the natives, their DNA is wound up in a way that they would do something like this and sleep comfortably at night. No problem. No problem. They would take the fridge, the stove, they would take the beds, everything in the house, when they know that they have no right to it. Or they may think, well, they may actually make themselves think that they have a right to what is in that house because the woman was my aunt, or what, I used to go there and visit or whatever, and they don't care about who bought it and who is entitled to. They don't care about things like that. They do not care about things like that. So we have to find out more about this Michael Harris. We need to find out more about Andrew Clarke. Has he been a good attorney in Barbados? Is his accounts and his conscience, clear? Everything on the, up and up? So what do you know about Andrew Clarke, and what do you know about Sybil Best and her family? What do you know about this Michael Harris? And like he said, the staff sergeant at Worthing Police told him that people were stealing like it's going out of style in Barbados. And yes, I received a whole lot of documents. No, I'm not putting them up. It's too hot to handle for now. But I will speak to David Broomes and let him know that this went up, and we'll see if he wants me to do more at this juncture. You just have to take instructions from him, see what he wants me to do, and then I'll get back to you. If there's going to be a part 2, I'll get back to you on that, okay? This is Sherry Veronica.
Help me spread the word about Naked Departure via social media. Subscribe and share to show support and love for our channels.